morning, I'm Amar Singh Pradhan. Let's begin with the top stories this hour. The board to sort out disputes pertaining to Melamchi project tends to benefit the contractor. Results in significant increase in project expenses. The government yet again attempts to revive the failed provision of random promotion of employees, cites need of integration at provincial and local levels. US President Donald Trump reaches California to survey the deadliest and most destructive wildfire in the state's history, which has claimed at least 71 lives. And India hammer Australia by 48 runs in the Women T20 World Cup to top the group. Smriti Mandhana signs for India with a match-winning knock. The construction company assigned to carry out works on the Melamchi drinking water project is to receive compensation for the 8th time. The company has so far demanded more than the contracted amounts on various headings, but moving ahead with the project works at a snail's pace. The contractor company has already received more than 1 billion rupees as compensation. It has again demanded additional 1.65 billion rupees, citing digging of the tunnel. Meanwhile, the Dispute Adjudication Board established to sort out any dispute between the project and contractor has decided to provide 360 million rupees as compensation. The board had reached the decision on behalf of the contractor itself also in all the previous 7 occasions of compensation demand. The management of the project, however, had objected to the board's decision, citing that the company's demands were baseless and also provided evidence for its claim. The board has, however, decided to provide additional amount to the contractor and extended the project's tenure to the 10th of January coming year. The management has concluded that the board has always been deciding in favor of the construction company without even verifying the reasons behind the claims of compensations. Legal experts have advised seeking solution through the court of arbitration against all such disputed decisions. The consistent increase in the amount to be paid by the contractor company has increased the project expenditure and loan of the Asian Development Bank as well. And moving on, a law that was enacted 11 years ago allowed promotion of government staff merely out of pressure from the employees' union. The provision led to a significant mismanagement of the civil administration and its negative impact on bureaucracy. The government is yet again preparing to promote employees through an ordinance in the pretext of integrating them at the provincial and local levels. The Civil Service Commission is yet to respond to the draft of the proposed ordinance. Instead of correcting its decision, the government is yet again attempting to revive the provision that had already backfired. Earlier, the government had enacted a law allowing government staff who contributed in the April uprising 2006 to get automatic promotion. The random promotion of as many as 20,000 staffers based on the provision then had jolted the entire civil system. The provision also created different undeclared positions among the same level of staff. The provision eventually was scrapped as it invited discord in the civil service sector. However, the government is yet again attempting to revive the failed provision in the pretext of filling the vacant positions in the provincial and local levels. Former officials are of the view that this would disrupt the overall civil administration sector. Medical Superintendent of Janakpur Zonal Hospital, Dr. Ram Parichayan Yadav, has appointed 67 staff, including doctors and junior health workers, just a day prior to his retirement. The provincial government, however, said that the appointments were made against its suggestions. Following increasing complaints of illicit recruitment of doctors and medical staff, Chief Minister Lal Babu Raut of Province 2 summoned Superintendent Yadav to his office within 24 hours with all the required documents. However, Yadav continued with the appointment process, neglecting the Chief Minister's directive. The decision also goes against the provision of bringing district hospitals under the jurisdiction of provincial governments by doing away with the local hospital development committees. Dr. Yadav, on the other hand, has insisted that the appointments made by him did not violate the existing provision, which, however, appears clearly disputed with the government's medical regulations. And we'll take a short break here. We have more news coming up. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. Service seekers have not been able to enjoy the facilities of efficient mobile and internet banking due to the lack of flexibility in Nepal Rashtra Bank's policy. It has been difficult to allow the public the access of e-banking services due to the same, even at a time when the present-day population is significantly used to the internet and its facilities. More than 68% mobile phone users in the country have access to the internet from their mobile phone itself. However, the number of people carrying out financial transactions through their phones is limited to 2%. Most of the Nepalese are devoid of the digital transaction facilities due to the central bank's failure in providing the mobile banking service, although the telecommunication service providers like Nepal Telecom have all the technologies ready for e-banking. The uses of hard cash has been steadily declining around the world due to the increasing use of mobile banking. The central bank nonetheless has granted permission of internet banking to only 3 private banks and 2 other companies, which has largely limited the facility among the service seekers. And we have more news coming up, but right now it's time for another short break. Forty of the solar lights installed at the Sankhwasabha market area have stopped working in only a year of its installation due to the lack of repair and maintenance. The solar lights were put up at various places of headquarter Kantipur at a cost of 4.06 million rupees. In this context, we had asked the locals of Kantipur Sankhwasabha why has the municipality office not repaired the lights. Let's take a look at what they have to say.
Public voice.
यसको मेन्टेनेन्स भनौं न हैन अब त्यो चाहिँ नि कसले गर्नुपर्ने हो त्यो चाहिँ नि अब अहिले सम्म भइरहेको छैन
बजारको शोभा र हाम्रो जुन नगरपालिकाको एउटा विकासप्रतिको जुन नकारात्मक धारणा अगाडि बढेको जस्तो मलाई लाग्दछ
दक्षिणतर्फ फर्काएर राख्नुपर्ने पूर्वपट्टि राखेको छ एक अर्को कुरा चाहिँ नि सबै बत्ती चाहिँ नि कमसल बत्ती ल्याए कस्तो किसिमको इस्टिमेट थियो कस्तो किसिमका बत्ती ल्याएर बाल्नु पर्ने थियो प्यानल कस्तो ल्याउँछ यो कुराको चाहिँ उनीहरुले चाहिँ नि त्यो इस्टिमेट अनुसारको ल्याएनन् त्यसको खोजी गर्न हामीले पाएनौं
जुन टोल विकासहरु छ सम्बन्धित टोलहरु तिनीहरुले पनि चासो दिनुपर्ने हो
स्थानीयवासीहरुले पटक पटक नगरपालिका लगायत सम्बन्धित व्यक्तिहरु जो यहाँ जडान गर्न आएका थिए उनीहरुलाई चाहिँ यो सोलरले चाहिँ काम दिएन यसमा अब ब्याट्रीको कमजोरी हो कि प्यानलको कमजोरी हो तपाईले आएर हेरिदिनु पर्यो भनेर चाहिँ पटक पटक गुनासो गर्दा पनि नगरपालिका आफू यसमा चाहिँ चासो नदिएको र बेखबर भइरहेको चाहिँ छ
And it's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where it texts us with their opinion.
Public Pulse.
And the question is, what's your take on the government's preparation to promote its staff and deploy them at the local level? Your options are A, encouraging malpractices, and option B, to motivate the staff. The voting for the question is on. Type NAWS, select your option A or B and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's now time for sports update.
Sports news.
India defeated Australia by 48 runs in the last group match on the Women T20 World Cup yesterday. With the win, India has topped the Group B. Both the teams had advanced to the semi-finals prior to this match played in Guyana. Electing to bat first in the last night's match, India posted 168 runs for the loss of 8 wickets. Smriti Mandhana and Harmanpreet Kaur put together 68 runs partnership for the 3rd wicket to put the base for the challenging score after the loss of 2 early wickets. Mandhana top scored with 83 runs while Harmanpreet Kaur made 43 runs. Alcy Parry was the pick of the Aussie bowlers with 3 wickets. In reply, Australian innings folded for 119 runs in the last over. Parry contributed with the bat again, scoring 39 runs, but could not save Australia from an embarrassing defeat. Anuja Patel picked 3 wickets for India, who are unbeaten in the tournament so far. Portugal has qualified for the final round of the UEFA Nations League following their goalless draw against Italy in a match played last night. Portugal has advanced to the finals with 7 points from 3 matches in the league, while Italy is in the second position with 5 points from 4 matches. The home team Portugal and Italy both were guilty of missing out on the opportunities, which ultimately resulted in the goalless stalemate. Lorenzo Insigne and Ciro Immobile missed the opportunity for Italy in the first half. In the second half, João Mario failed to score for Portugal. Portugal had once again entered the match without Cristiano Ronaldo, who has not played for the national team since the Russia World Cup. And back home, 2 more matches are slated in the Martyrs Memorial A Division League today. Machindra is taking on Nepal Police Club in the first match of the day, slated for 11 a.m. kickoff at Saddawadu Anfa Complex. Machindra will go into the match looking for their first full points as they had drawn their first match against Chaso. The Police Club on the other side have 3 points with their victory against Jawlakel Youth Club. Meanwhile, Brigade Boys and 3 Star are pitted in the second match of the day, slated for 3 p.m. kickoff. 3 Star will be looking for the second win following their victory over Fence Club in the first match. Brigade Boys are yet to open their account following their loss against Manang Marsyangde in the earlier match. Meanwhile, Manang defeated NRT 2-0 and Tribun Army registered 1-0 win over Chasel in the matches played yesterday. And before we wrap up, here's a look at the top stories one more time. The board to sort out disputes pertaining to Melamchi project tends to benefit contractors, results in significant increase in project expense. The government yet again attempts to revive the failed provision of random promotion of employees, cites a need of integration at provincial and local levels. US President Donald Trump reaches California to survey the deadliest and most destructive wildfire in the state's history, which has claimed at least 71 lives. And India hammer Australia by 48 runs in the Women T20 World Cup to top the group. Smriti Mandhana signs for India with a match-winning knock. And those were our latest headlines. Our next English bulletin will air at 11 this morning. Stay with us for more news and entertainment on KTVSD. Good day.